Hey guys, we are here today because I have a check engine light and it is code P2015, or the intake manifold lever arm has come out of place. So we have the intake manifold lever arm fix. It's a lot of words just for this little piece of aluminum that we're gonna try to get that code to go away with. This is from ECS Tuning. This little kit is fantastic. It's got this little piece right here that goes over to kind of secure it in place to make sure it doesn't fall out or come out in the future. You can use this preventatively or you can use it after the fact. Now I've heard it may or may not work, so we're here to test it out. I mean, it's on sale right now for $53. Why not try the cheap fix before you have to go into anything more in depth? I've heard people pay about $1,000 to get it properly fixed, but mine also might be under warranty / recall, not warranty. So we'll see if that is the case, but I figured I'd try this anyway, just for driving around until we get that figured out. So let's get it installed. So, here is that check engine light. We've had the V-Peak scanner run it. Code P2015. That is, if you want to read it, intake manifold arm control actuator position sensor switch bank 1. Status confirmed. So let's get in and not replace anything. We're actually just putting a little piece of aluminum over it to get rid of that pesky check engine light right there. So let's get to it. So I've removed the engine cover just to show you a little bit what we're on about. Right down in here, if you can see, right behind, let me get focus. Right back in here is the fix we're going for. There's a little lever. See if you can't get back in there. Not really, a lot of visibility in there. We have to take the intake off to get there, but all it is with this little kit, you just have some set screws right in there that you use to put that piece over top, and it should just keep it in place. So let's get to it. So I know my battery is on the charger. That is because it's been giving me fits and not wanting to turn the car over at times. So we're getting on the charger. Just got a nice one on all these awesome Black Friday sales ECS has been having, just to try to tend it till the summer, because I know these batteries like the hotter weather. So it's just a test. Don't worry about that. If I need a new battery, I can always get one. Not a big deal. Ta-da! Easy as that. Yeah, so you're right in here is what you're trying to fix. This thing, yeah, feels a little wobbly. Don't want it to come out. You need that flexibility in there. So we're gonna get this installed. So a couple things to note here on this piece right here. There's actually an earlier and a later manifold lever arm. This one is the later. It protrudes out from this little lip right here. So there's actually multiple, I'll show it to you, Teflon spacers for this thing. You use the thinner one for the later because it protrudes out, and there's a thicker one for the earlier ones. Now what we got to do here is get this over top. There's also thread locker for, make sure that as far as it needs to right there, yeah. There's also thread locker for those little bolts. This kit comes with everything that you need, including the wee baby Allen key, which I'm gonna try to use, but it's gonna probably take a hot minute to get this all in. They put a ball end on one side so that you can kind of do this. There's one underneath too. This will be fun. And I'm gonna block the camera the whole time. We might have to do a cut for this. This is really annoying. You can't barely see it. Well, that was absolutely horrific, but it's on. You might be able to see it a little bit better from the top down. Where am I looking? Where am I looking? Why can't I find anything? Right there, okay. Barely see it right there. Yep, it's on. Look at that over here, yep. Well, hopefully that fixes it. Let's get in and check the check engine light. We might have to clear it and see if it comes back. Here's that code, and we hit clear. Clear only found. Let's try that. Warning. Sure. Okay. And it cleared it on here. Now let's run it for a bit and see if that light comes back. So I went to the gym after clearing the code, and on the way back, unfortunately, the light came back on. You can see it's right back in here where my finger is. So I guess that was not the fix we were going for on my car. They say there's a sensor over here behind the oil filter that is most likely the problem if this doesn't fix it. That is unfortunate that didn't fix it. That was the cheap option. But you know what? I'm fine kind of running that for a little bit until problems really arise, because that feels secure. ECS, great product, didn't fix my problem because that wasn't my problem. I think it was to a little bit because you could tell it was a little wobbly. But we're gonna have to go with either a new sensor or a whole new manifold. They say you can get these stock ones for pretty cheap. I've actually seen on ECS they're like 160 bucks for the whole thing. Obviously you'll have to swap some stuff onto it, but that's not bad. I think I might just, instead of trying to get back in there for a sensor or replacing this whole thing, just decide to do a performance manifold, because you've got sweet IE intake, small Braille battery on life support, and the engine's looking pretty dope. I still don't know how I feel about the engine cover on here. Do I paint it? Do I not? Let me know in the comments below. But I think one of the biggest portions of the engine bay right here is lacking any flare. And I think an integrated engineering intake manifold, that's just my favorite looking one with the best design with velocity stacks per cylinder, per intake, be sick. So I think we're just gonna buck up and do that at some point. If not, it's a cheap interim fix with an OE manifold would be not a big deal whatsoever. So I'm not too concerned about it, but I think a nice performance manifold would be pretty slick. So that does it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Unfortunately, this did not fix my problem on Elsa, the GTI. I mean, she's getting old. She's running about 119,000 miles, so we're getting up there. There's gonna be some things, common issues that are gonna start creeping up. This was one of them. We'll address it at some point, but thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, have a great day, and check out our Patreon account if you wanna support the channel. And remember, Jesus loves you. Bye.